Hi guys, so this is the first of the two life of jigsaw puzzles I'm going to do. This is the Cuddly Koalas. So this is done by Gibson, 1,000 pieces, 68 by 48 centimetres. I couldn't be bothered to find my tape measure, so I don't actually know how big it's going to be. We'll see when we get it done, won't we? Keen eyes, you would notice it says Ravenburger there, but that's just a missed thing. I've looked it up and it's definitely a Gibson puzzle, so that will probably be corrected next time. When you're doing a lot of puzzles, you're bound to get the odd one that gets a little confused. But if you haven't seen the intro video for the Life of Puzzles, please do watch the intro video. It had been released before this one. But this is the puzzle I'm going to be doing, and it just looks so pretty and full of colour. And though there's a lot of green in it and a lot of red, I'm hoping it's still going to be reasonably simple to do. This, you know, it's similar colours, but there's a lot of shadowing and shading and lights and highlights and things that hopefully the pieces shouldn't actually be too hard to do. So I'm looking forward to it, but we're going to get it started. So those who know me know that I always start by sorting out the edges as opposed to the middles, so I'm going to do that first. Just have a quick look at these pieces. Are really good quality. Look how thick, can you see that? They are, and the finish is really quite nicely. It's got a little bit of a shine on them, but not so bad that I think lights are going to be a problem on it. I do like Gibson puzzles. They are always of a really good quality. I have a few different Gibson puzzles. Same with Ravenburger. I have a few of their puzzles too. Well, let's be fair, more than a few. But I rapidly run out of room, so this idea of renting puzzles instead of buying puzzles is just what I needed, and I'm so glad they contacted me about doing this, because I was actually starting to wonder what I was going to do with all my puzzles, because I was running out of room and I wanted more puzzles. And now I can do lots of new puzzles without running out of room, which is just so genius, I think. So yeah, it does explain better in the intro video how this works, but basically you sign up to a subscription of X amount I'm sorry, you sign up to a subscription of X amount of puzzles a month. They send those puzzles to you, and then you post them back to them free of charge. They arrange for collection from your house, so it's really great for those who don't get out of the house very often. You know, for me, I don't get out of the house without Duncan, and he works full time, so I do a lot of puzzles. So I'm just separating off all of these. I don't know if you can quite see, but I have these puzzle boards. They came in some puzzle cases, a bit like art boards, like A3 art board cases you'd carry when you did GCSEs and things when I was at school. You get 2 in each, and I have 2 of them, so I actually have 4 of the boards. And so I always just lay the pieces out like this all along, because I just find it's easier and quicker to work with if you've already got them all facing up the right way. If it was a gradient puzzle or something, I would also sort out the shapes. So, you know, I'd put all of this sort of shapes together, and these sort of shapes will go together. But as it's a normal picture puzzle, I can just mix and match. It doesn't really matter, because it's going to be reasonably easy to see where each piece goes, within reason obviously. This is a 1,000-piece puzzle, so it's not going to be, you know, a 5-minute job. I'm reasonably slow, I think, when it comes to doing puzzles. The last one I just did, the last 1,000-piece puzzle, took me slightly over a day. I started in the evening one evening and only got the edges done, and then I spent the rest of the next day on it, until I had to put it down for a few hours when I was busy doing something else, and then I just finished it off this morning. Those on Instagram would have seen that post go up. So Some puzzles I can do really quickly, but gradient puzzles definitely take me longer. Gradient puzzles probably take me more like 10 hours or so. I'm not fast with them at all. But I don't think this one's going to take me too long. And I'm going to guess on the way how thick these pieces are that it's going to be one of the type of puzzles I like where they really lock together and you can actually pick the puzzle up and it doesn't fall apart on you, which I really like because it means I can shift them around if I need to. Because the table I'm working on is actually the table I use for doing my stools, and so there's oftentimes I need to shift them off. I do have a shelving unit on top of the table, so I literally can just lift off the entire unit rather than having to lift the puzzle onto another board. I work on a portable board, which is literally just a wooden shelving unit covered with sticky back plastic vinyl. But it works, it gives a nice filming surface. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this puzzle comes out. It's not one that I've done before, which is really cool. Looking at the range they have on the Life of Puzzles website, they do show you all the ones they got. And their Instagram, if you follow that, you can actually see when they get new puzzles in, which is really cool. But looking at that, there's quite a few I haven't done. A lot of the puzzles I've done are older ones because I tend to get them from garage sales and car boot sales, that sort of stuff, or people who are clearing out their cupboards and pass them on down to me, that sort of thing. Some I get from market stalls and things, but most of the puzzles I get are second hand. So it's really nice to get some newer puzzles to do. And if you're worried about the cleanliness, all of their puzzles are sterilised between every use, so you don't have to worry about germs and things from random strangers touching these puzzles, because they are sterilised, they are cleaned thoroughly before they get sent to anyone, which I think is really good, because those who know me know I have some chronic health conditions and I can't be having too many germ-ridden things coming into my house. And I feel perfectly safe using these because they have assured on their website, they've explained the cleaning process. They make sure that people know it is very clean and hygienic to use these puzzles, which I'm really happy with. And if you hear me coughing or hard to breathe, don't worry, I don't have a cold or anything. I'm not touching these with an illness. I just have difficulty breathing, I have asthma, and though it's mostly under control nowadays, if I'm talking a lot, my throat dries up, it just makes me cough and it's a little awkward to work with. But I am healthy and no bugs or anything, so when these get sent back, even though they will be cleaned, I'm not going to be sending back something that's virus ridden or anything like that, so don't worry. Those who have been around watching my videos for a while would know that I often sound out of breath on my videos and often have a cough or something because of my breathing issues, and it's nothing more than just asthma. So I'm probably going to go quiet for a minute and let this speed on as I continue to sort, and then I'll check back in with you guys once I've got these all sorted. So I'll see you all again in a minute. Hi guys, so quick update on the puzzle. This is the Cuddly Koala puzzle. I've been working on the birds today. So you would have seen the shorts for this a while ago, but this bit's going to be added into the time-lapse part of the puzzle, just to give you a little more info on what I'm doing. So the puzzle has gone together really well. The birds come out really nice. I don't know if you can see. So it's doing well. I grabbed all those pieces out today and I've managed to connect all pieces to at least three other pieces, but most of them are actually connected to the edge as well. So really good. It's going together really nicely. It's reasonably stable. It's not 100% stable, but it's pretty good. I'm quite impressed with it. And this is the Gibson brand of puzzles. I'll probably repeat that a lot during this, but I'm trying to do a little more updates instead of just full time-lapse on my videos now for the puzzles, which is going to be my main thing on my channel now. I'll still do crafts, but puzzles is where I'm going with the channel now. I just can't keep up with the stuff needed for a craft channel, really. But I'm really impressed with this so far. It's going really well. And it's so nice to be able to do this and know that I don't have to store it after. I can put it all back in its bag and then post it on back to the company Life for Puzzles who have sent me this. So I'm quite enjoying it because I'm fast running out of room for puzzles. So this is really good. And it's a really pretty puzzle. The colours are really vibrant, so I'm really happy. But I will give you an update later. I'm probably going to work on the koalas next, but we'll see later and see what I'm doing. So I'll see you all soon. Bye. Hi guys, so I'm just starting on this puzzle. I decided to start with the koala, but this quite possibly was a mistake. There's quite a few pieces for the koala that are very similar. So this might take a little longer than the birds, which were very colourful and much easier to see. I'll turn the camera around so you can have a look. But there's quite a lot, so we'll see how it goes. Hi guys, so I'm still working on the puzzle. The koala's definitely coming along. I'm filling in extra bits in the branches and things, but I've come across a problem. Somewhere I've gone majorly wrong and I can't see where. I'll turn it around and show you. So I've connected this up to here, which looks correct, but in order to connect that there, I've had to disconnect the edge because it doesn't fit. So I don't know where I've gone wrong, because I mean that all looks correct along there, and this is all correct and lining up along here, and that all looks to be correct, but in order to have that there, this has to disconnect. So I don't know what's going on. So I've had a fiddle and I've got it right. Couple of the pieces, they were in the correct way, as in they were supposed to be down there, but I had them the wrong way round, so I will show them in a second. And the same goes for up here, where I'd connected it and it sent everything squiff. So I'll show you what I done. Right, so I had this one and this one the wrong way round. They didn't look right when I joined them, but for some reason I never actually switched them. Now I've switched them, I've managed to place this piece and that told me that was in the right place. So they're now correct. So that lines up better. And then if we go up here, I actually had these two pieces the wrong way round, and that's why it wasn't connecting correctly. So now that this one and this one have been swapped, it connects around. This is the problem. The line on these two are identical, so they actually both fit in that spot. But as you see, there is a better fit along there and there now. So it's just me not looking close enough, but it's been fixed and working. Hi guys, so I've just finished the puzzle. I'm looking up at the camera there for some reason, I have no idea. And it was really lovely to do. I made quite a few mistakes and I've had to move a few pieces around. I don't know whether other people would make those mistakes. I've had a headache and migraine and also visual disturbances, which has made doing the puzzle a little more difficult because I don't quite see the image clearly, and that's made me put a few pieces in incorrectly, which has made taking the time to do the puzzle a lot longer. But it is done and I'm really happy with it. It's really gorgeous. It's just colourful, and the best bit is there's secret koalas in this image. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you and see if you could spot them. But there's a bunch of images around that could definitely look like koalas that are just hidden through. So have a look, see if you can see them. So this is the first one. You see it looks like the ears and the face and that, and then we've got the hand going along here, which I thought was really cool. And then if we go over here, this to me looks like a koala in here. It's a bit hard to see close up, but from a distance it definitely looks more like a koala. And the same goes for up here. There's some imaging up here that could potentially be a koala. They're probably easy to spot in the actual photo that was given, but let's see if I can go over and see if you can spot them. There's a couple more in there that I think might be hidden koalas as well, but I just think it's quite cool. So hopefully you can see them.